interrupt me as you're talking about abortion rights and you say you support a woman's right to choose. Shut up and listen. All you do on this show is play off social media algorithms. Over in Texas, 56% of pregnant women have been facing mortality rates.
We have yet another heated Piers Morgan panel, this time with Lefty Francesca, another one of my favorite commentators personally, and what made for some rather heated debate around abortion, about Piers himself, and similar hot topics in this election cycle as well. So let's tune in and then jump in after with the needed context.
Jessica, do you feel that Donald is your big protector? You're looking forward to being protected by him?
How much time do you have? Yeah, I like how this is just an ad for like Stepford Wives 2025. You won't be thinking about abortion because we'll do mass lobotomies. Like, no, thank you. Why does this sound like less of a promise and more of a threat, right? Like, and yeah, he's right. He did something no other politician could do. He's increased maternal mortality rate by exorbitant rates. Over in Texas, 56% of pregnant women have been facing mortality rates because the hospitals do not want to treat their very, very treatable conditions. Again, these are people who want to be parents. These are not people who are seeking abortion. But then we talk about those women, let's say in Georgia, who have died because hospital workers, because of the overturning of Roe v. Wade, are too afraid to perform necessary life-saving procedures on women.
And this is exactly right. In states like Texas, maternal mortality is as high as 56%. And I need you to put that into perspective. Texas women are more likely to face maternal mortality than to have a healthy, perfectly fine birth. Total maternal mortality has risen 7% in these states with restrictive or full-out abortion bans compared to states without them, with certain requirements and restrictions in some states seeing it go as high as over 50%. And that alone should be disqualifying as a protector of women when you're willing to put them in a position where the majority of them are in danger if they do something as little as get pregnant. But then, I mean, let's talk about Trump's sexual assault, literally being found liable for rape, the 23 other allegations, hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, literally sexualizing a child. It kind of gets into the territory of women are definitely choosing the bear over Donald Trump.
What Louise is saying is, look, you can imagine, okay, a second Trump administration, what would it be like? What would it be like for women? We don't have to. Because it's happening right now, where people are bleeding out in their cars from having miscarriages that should be treated and attended to. They're losing their ability to ever have children again, right? Because hospital workers are more concerned with bureaucracy than people's lives. So Piers, don't interrupt me as you're talking about abortion rights and you say you support a woman's right to choose. Shut up and listen. As someone who's a mom, as someone who could have died herself, okay? It's time for you to shut up and listen to the women who are telling you loud and clear, we are dying out here. You're putting our lives on the line out here. Women in red states, women in blue states, women all over. It doesn't matter whether we love Trump or we hate Trump. The effect of overturning Roe v. Wade is the same. Our lives are on the line, okay? We don't need to imagine the future. It is here right
You've made
now.
your point.
Exactly. And I want to first say I love that she told Piers to shut up. She came in with the spice in this episode, but she's also exactly right again in what she's saying. I'm tired of this attempt for the right to escape culpability for Trump by saying, well, all he did was leave it up to the states. It's a states' rights issue. No, it's not. Fundamental freedoms are not states' rights issues. Let's see what happened the last time we did that with, slavery. I don't know. But leaving it up to the states has directly led to this increase in maternal mortality that we just spoke about. Women dying for preventable reasons, children victims being forced to carry to term, women having to flee states to terminate otherwise non-viable pregnancies. If not, they'd be risking disease or, like we spoke about, preventable death. I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired of pretending that it's not Trump's fault when the Supreme Court justices that Trump appointed to do exactly this did this, enabled the states to do it. It is directly on him. Every abortion ban is a Trump abortion ban because they would not exist without Donald Trump doing what he did. And he is forced to own that. And in November, he will feel the effects of doing that as well. You can mark my words as women's lives are on the line here. And surprise, surprise, freedom in healthcare means a lot to women. I know Republicans just want them to focus on childbearing and shopping, but women are human beings too, and they deserve fundamental human rights. And they definitely don't need a protector, right? That's not what they want. They want their freedoms back, especially not one who is a rapist. You give them their freedom, you restore their rights to them, and that's what women are going to vote on.
All you do on this show is play off social media algorithms to get people to fight. You lead with it in the cold open and you get the click, click, clicks. And if you don't hit a mill, you never ask that person back. You literally play the game that Kat is decrying. And I think that I love the idea, especially I love Kat's book and the way it targets women, because specifically women are the ones who, it's like, if we say one thing that you don't like, I hated you from the beginning, right? Women are extra vulnerable to this, especially online. But Piers, stop pretending like you think there's something wrong and we can't, why can't we reach
Francesca,
across the aisle and hold hands? Because your whole algorithm is based on it. Your whole model is based on it.
This is great also. I mean, I love Francesca holding his feet to the fire here. He uses right-wing framing and talking points to discuss things without ever diving into substance. It's very superficial in terms of the level to directly pit these two sides against each other for clicks and views. He hardly ever holds good faith conversations. The right-wingers he allows on never come on in good faith. It's all about creating controversy in a binary left versus right sense in a way that he can also frame it to where it's always going to be more beneficial to the right, yet he pretends to be a centrist who sees both sides. And with centrists, by the way, just remember that they're always right-wingers. They're always people who carry outrageous amounts of water for Republicans all day, justifying their actions and their terrible policies and lack of policies and all these things while holding the left to some outrageous standards that they would never apply to the other side. This is true 100% of the time. Every single case of someone saying they're in the center, just consider them MAGA. And I'm glad that Francesca wasn't willing to back down about this. And in the meantime, was also willing to share or able to share some wonderful points that directly apply to this upcoming election. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.